Welcome to Council Connection. I'm Durango City Councilor Kim Baxter. Council Connection is a program designed to give you a snapshot of happenings at the most recent Durango City Council meeting. This time we look at the October 1st meeting. This meeting began with a presentation of the proposed 2020 Durango City budget.
This overall budget includes the implementation of the compensation study. It looks at initiating an urban renewal formation, opening the library on Sunday with extended weekday hours. There are projects with the FY 2019 dedicated tax to be used for street projects and operations. There are no new taxes proposed, and the assumption has been made, although the decision has not yet moved forward at council's level, but the assumption was made that there would be the implementation of the water and sewer rate study recommendations. And there are also the capital improvement projects called out within the budget. So that's the high-level overview.
City Council is holding day-long budget retreats Monday and Tuesday, October 7th and 8th, beginning at 7:30 a.m. at the library. The budget will be subject to a public hearing at the November 5th council meeting, with final adoption on December 3rd, as provided for under the city charter. Next, we received an update on Durango's single-stream recycling program. Things appear to be improving when it comes to markets for recycled materials. City Operations Director Levi Lloyd says none of our recycled material goes in a landfill, instead going to numerous markets. And the buyer of Durango Recyclables is optimistic that resale value of those materials will soon be climbing.
18 months ago, they said new markets will come online. That's happened. So I think in 2 years, probably right now we have a tremendous backlog of material that is generated daily, and then what backed up after the closing of the Chinese market. So we're working through that backlog, and then with new plants coming online in the next 2 years, I think we see a reverse in where we're at right now.
There were 12 items on our consent agenda. 3 were removed for clarification, and all the items were approved. There was 1 legislative public hearing and adoption of 2019 Parks, Open Space, Trails, and Recreation Master Plan. There was no public comment, but there was a lengthy discussion about the plan. Councilor Noseworthy and I had numerous questions, which Parks Director Kathy Metz responded to. Those questions dealt with prioritization of park projects, maintenance needs in general, particularly on the Animas River Trail, and more.
It's not a plan I'm prepared to live with, and I'm not certain that there's much to be gained by continuing this discussion right now. It's a guidance document, you've prepared it, but by the city adopting it, it gives a much more stamp of approval to it. And I know that we have other priorities to work on, and so I'm not certain that continuing to get this to a point where you can reach full support is worth the effort or necessary.
I would just point out that in doing that, if that's the outcome, we would be bypassing the work of not only the staff, but the consultant who was paid healthily for this, as well as the Parks and Rec Board, as well as the Planning Commission, as well as all of the other advisory boards that are relevant to this open space and multimodal, and everybody who's weighed in here. So it's a lot of community work. It's a lot of effort that's gone into this, and there's if we really try and validate our votes based on community input, certainly that's in here, and we would be going against the grain of everything that's been stated here.
With Councilor Brookie absent, a 2-2 vote meant the master plan was not adopted. It may be reconsidered following the 2020 budgeting process. Here are some events that are coming up which you might be interested in. Head downtown October 18th for the Business Improvement District's Balloon Glow. Weather permitting, the front of the railroad depot will light up starting at 6:30 p.m. It's a great reason to shop or enjoy dinner in our historic downtown. The La Plata County Economic Development Alliance's 13th Annual Economic Summit is October 23rd at the Skyute Casino Event Center. Information on the event and tickets can be found online at yeslpc.com. Durango Fall Cleanup continues through November 1st. This is for yard waste only. More information can be found at durangogov.org/cleanup. Our next study session will be October 22nd at 4 p.m. Our next regular City Council meeting is October 15th at 6:30 p.m. Agendas for meetings are posted at durangogov.org/meetings. And remember, if you haven't done so yet, please take the Civility First Durango Pledge by visiting durangogov.org/CRC. And that's Council Connection for the October 1st Durango City Council meeting. I'm City Councilor Kim Baxter. Thank you for spending your time with us, and remember, you can always contact your city councilors via email at citycouncil@durangogov.org.